everyone, it is Liam Caddison here, and we're reacting to Falcon and the Winter Soldier as we get into episode number 4. Halfway territory time, and with 3 episodes left to go, there is a bit of worry inside of me, especially with, you know, the power broker and the antagonistic side of things with Zemo more than likely going to stab Sam and Bucky in the back. Hopefully not literally, but there is that to consider. There's also Carly as well, which we had a bit of characterization with her in the last episode with the loss of her mother and, you know, how she's been trying to look out for her people. But then she pulled that stunt in the penultimate scene of the last episode. And yeah, so there's that to contend with. And there's also John. I know he's not officially an antagonistic character, but he's a character that has few fans and is out for blood with Sam and Bucky after releasing Zemo, and with his character in general, I just, you know, worry about where things might be going with his character. So yeah, so we've got to take in, you know, those factors in consideration with 3 episodes left to go, but it should be pretty exciting. But yeah, last episode was pretty fun. It was pretty action-packed, especially since we were trying to get to the source of the super soldier serum, especially with the flag smashers, more enhanced, of course. And yeah, it provided some great moments. We had Zemo dancing, which we had the Zemo cut yesterday. Marvel released that, and now I have to edit my Angel edit that I posted last week because I had to, and they've only gone and extended it, so I can do a proper version. But yeah, we had that. We had Sharon return, and yeah, I'm really excited to see where things go, especially with the fact that Io is back in the fold and has confronted Bucky, and yeah, it should be very, very interesting with the fact that, you know, they're not exactly going to have a cup of tea with Zemo. So yeah, so with that said, I think we should get into episode number 4 of season 1. Yeah, season 1. I'm not sure if there's going to be a season 2 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but still, this is episode 4 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Let's go. Oh, this is his rehabilitation.
It's not gonna work.
Gonna keep trying. I mean, it's... Oh my goodness. I think he's along... Well, I say that wanted all this time, and... Damn. I got makeup on! Don't do this!
That led to Nazis, to Ultron, to the Avengers.
Hey, those are our friends you're talking about.
The Avengers, not the Nazis.
So Carly is radicalized.
Yeah,
but there has to be a peaceful way to stop her.
The desire to become a superhuman cannot be separated from supremacist ideals.
This is it though, like, yeah, she's a kid, but she'll have to face the consequences. Not a deadly consequence though. Like, it's pointless, isn't it? Like... Oh, goodness, Zemo. He's just... He's just killing it.
You know the door is coming for you any minute. In fact, they're probably lurking outside right now. Keep talking.
Leaving you to turn on me once we get to Carly. I prefer to keep my leverage.
You see what someone can do with leverage?
Take it easy.
And I know those soldiers, which is why I know this is a bad idea.
Wait, John. If you can talk her down, might be worth a try.
There's less risk to people if we come in cautiously, rather than just Leroy Jenkins it.
I'm sure it will all come to an agreeable conclusion. My associate...
For we are, after all, simply one world and one people.
Just united.
So live accordingly.
Oh. It's just very, very interesting, though, like... You know, her character in general.
It's not a better place if you're killing people, it's just different.
Yeah.
You're either brilliant or just hopelessly optimistic.
Why can't I be a little bit of both?
Nah.
Oh, no, 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 no. Don't you dare.
Arns, your partner needs backup in there.
Oh. Is it the Civil War? Yeah.
Do you really want his blood on your hands?
Oh, come on.
This guy I know, who knows more about super soldiers.
You don't know Sam. You don't
anyone
know
else on the
jack
planet.
shit. You didn't
He
know
says-
Steve. Sit down.
I'm not your enemy. I agree with your fight. I just can't get with the way you
World's a
fight.
tough place, but you don't need to make it tougher
And I'm sure
at the end
she
of the
would
day.
either.
Carly Morgenthau, you're under
Oh, for
arrest.
So this is what that was?
No, Carly,
Tricking
wait.
me into
You
fucking
No, I
asshole!
think we had enough time to talk.
You
Hey,
and that
why don't you
syphilis-
come-
Yeah, there we... Oh, Zima! Oh my goodness. And you know what? This is an example of why Sam deserves the shield more so than that wannabe. Oh. Wow. Woo! Wow. He's gonna take it. He's gonna take it for himself. Oh no. There had to be one.
I want the serum back, or I will find you.
Oh, this is it though. Like, they had leverage, but now that's gone.
We cannot fight two wars and win.
I'll deal with the power broker when the time comes.
Super soldiers cannot be allowed to exist.
Isn't that how gods talk? And if that's how you feel,
Not wrong.
what about Bucky? Blood isn't always the solution.
That's it. And I think Sam was reasoning her on a more... Like, she was gonna be
Right about Walker.
more benevolent
You know
about
what I'm
this.
And we're gonna need all hands on deck for whatever's coming next.
How do you want the rest of this conversation to go, Sam? Huh? Yeah. Should
I
put down
hate
shield?
him. I hate him so
Maybe
much.
fair.
Oh, we're gonna tug of war here. Oh my god! Please. Please. Zemo's just like, this is good team. Oh my god.
We should do something.
Looking strong, John.
But more, you know, constricted. Oh!
Bastard damn you, James.
I even got a little Battlestar logo I draw with it.
See, I like him. I just don't like him.
Would you do it? Hell yeah.
Oh, same question posed to Sam.
Carly Morgenthau, Steve Rogers.
Exactly.
And me? You already have 3 medals of honor. You consistently make the right decisions in the heat of battle.
Does he?
God, imagine how many lives we could have saved that day if we had that serum.
This is it. It's gonna push him closer.
I know.
Losing to Wakanda. Oh no.
The world a favor and let me go.
Hello, John Walker.
Hey, Sam. New cap is moving. Looks like he's found them. Or maybe they found him.
It's Walker.
Ugh. Polite. See, we like Lamar, okay?
Oh shit.
Oh.
What'd you do?
They've got Lamar.
Did he just bend that? Like, it was nothing? I feel like Lamar's gonna die here, like, and that's gonna push him over the edge further. I'm really worried about Lamar. Jeez.
What's with all the knives?
I mean, what was with the gun? But, you know. Oh, Lamar. Why do I feel like he's all like John's taking the sun? Oh my! Oh my! Oh no! Oh shit! Yep. This is what I was expecting. Oh no. Oh no.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Oh my god! You are a fool. You piece of shit. And now they've got that. You're going down. I feel like he's got the... Yeah. Oh, that's a very dark and... Yeah, corrupt shot. Blood on the shield. Yeah. That is a powerful... I feel like I don't know, I think he's taken the serum already, and the question he was asking Lamar was a hypothetical. You know what? Steve would be rolling in his grave right now. Steve never would. And it's funny because you're thinking back to... Because there's been quite a few Civil War parallels, I feel, in this episode. What with the fight going on with the Dora Milaje and everyone else. And, you know, what John did. Steve did that, but he knew the limits, and plus he could get away with it. Like, if Tony was without the suit in Civil War... He would not have done that. I mean, it wouldn't be that much of a, you know, hassle anyways. But you get the idea. He would not do that to someone defenseless. Yet this piece of shit... And this is it, though. He has taken the serum because when that pipe bent, I was like, wait, did that pipe bend? I was thinking he could not have done that with his raw strength so effortlessly as well. Like... The Dora Milaje kicked his ass, and that was really good quality. Like, what was funny, I really loved how Zemo and Bucky were just like, so, this is good tea. Like, they were just sitting back and enjoying this, and who could blame them? If I was in that room right now, I'd be like, can you pour me another, like, whiskey or whatever? Like, I'm really, you know, here for this. Like, that piece of shit deserves to get his... Well, he deserved to get his ass beaten beforehand. But now that he's straight up killed an innocent... I mean, yeah, it's subjective, but he wasn't the one who killed Lamar. And plus, there is a better way of going about this than just straight up killing someone. But because he's taken the serum... Yeah. Because they're not going to show you him taking the serum on screen. And what he asked Lamar was a hypothetical, I feel. I feel like the scene between him getting his ass beaten and... Because he's desperate. He's reckless. I mean, look at the way he came charging into to Carly when Sam was, you know, having a discussion with her about how the way the world works and the ideals surrounding things, and how Carly feels vulnerable because the blip offered security for her and the rest of the Flag Smashers, and because people came back, power took over and forced them back on the streets again. Yeah, he was talking so passionately, Sam, and then that dickhead had to storm in as if he owned the place. I mean, look at the way he spoke to the Dora Milaje, spoke to, I think he spoke to Io saying, "I'm the new Captain America." Nobody asked, and the way he's just tried to, yeah. I have to say, Riot Russell does a really good job though at playing a character that just boils your skin. And I say that because, like, last week I did a little, like, video, like, on TikTok. Just venting about this subject in general because the actor's been getting death threats. And I feel with this episode that, like, this episode is, like, 10 times worse than anything that John has done in, like, in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I just worry that that's going to escalate. So, you know, if you're sending death threats to an actor who's, you know, doing a good job at playing someone like John Walker, then you're an asshole. You're a piece of shit who I cannot respect. So stop, because it's not cool. You're not clever. And you're a piece of shit if you're sending celebrities death threats, all because you cannot dissociate fiction from real life. So, yeah. Anyways, I just had to get that leg mini thing out there because I feel like this episode's going to push things further. Like, because like I said, I feel like, well, I don't feel like, I think I know because of, you know, the way things went around in this episode. John has taken things 10 times worse, from him just being impatient and not letting Sam do his job to killing someone who was defenseless. Yeah. And Steve would be turning in his grave right now if he's dead. Like, the good thing is, though, I mean, there's no good situation about that death, because it's going to escalate things, especially with Carly knowing that an eye for an eye has basically taken place. Although you saw Carly's reaction, she didn't mean to do that. And it was just a casualty of this, like, war that was going around. That's the difference, though. Carly accidentally killed someone. Like, as soon as she realized what she'd done, she was shook. John, on the other hand, he just kept driving that shield into that guy's chest, and just, I gotta say that the way that it's haunting seeing blood on the shield like that. Like, it was very macabre, like, especially when you're so devoted to the when you're so attached to Captain America, I guess. Especially with the MCU films, it's just haunting to see. Well, it's haunting to see someone else who's not deserving take the shield, but to carry that on to the point where there's blood on the shield, it just makes your skin crawl. Yeah, but yeah, he's definitely taken that serum. Like, I just have a feeling, because I was thinking, like, is he, like, I'm wondering if he's obviously going to take the serum. I think that's been a driving force, like, ever since, you know, we knew that he didn't have the serum in him, that he was going to take the serum at some point, and yeah. But this was the episode. He found a vial, and I was wondering if it was going to be this episode or the next episode that he was going to take the serum. But I think as soon as he spoke about what if I took the serum, like, or would you take the serum, Lamar? And I feel like that was more of a hypothetical, like, oh, I've taken the serum, but would you take it? Like, he took it straight away or something like that. And then I grew certain suspicions when that pipe bent so easily, as if you could just bend paper. And my confirmation was, yeah, the final nail in the coffin, you could say. Which, I'm not proud of that, given the fact that I should not be, making, that kind of joke, I guess, with the fact that John's evil, and, yeah, I'm just saying it. He's evil. Fuck him. Still, seeing the Wakanda, seeing the Dora Milaje just kick his ass was really delightful. Like, it was really good. Like, obviously their main goal was Zemo, but that was John's as well, and then John just had to make things even worse, as he does. But, yeah. It was just really, really haunting. And the sad thing was that I as soon as Lamar was isolated from John, I had a bad feeling where this was going to go. Because I had a feeling with, what we've known for John and how impatient he gets, aka Sam talking to Carly. I just had a feeling that John was going to lose it and do something rash, and yeah. But yeah, the crumb of comfort, I'd say, because I think I didn't mention this, because I think I got sidetracked, but the crumb of comfort is everyone's recorded that shit. There is no way in hell that he is going to, like, that people... I don't know, though. Because I'm just thinking, this is probably going to cause a bit of divide, because he killed someone associated to the Flag Smashers, and they've already got a bit of a reputation of what they have done in accordance to the news. They've already got a bit of bad reputation anyway, so is that going to make government officials think, is he worthy of keeping the shield, or is it not? So this is what I'm thinking, because surely there's going to be a divide. Because sure, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to think Steve would not do that. But there's also the side of me that's thinking, well, they were associated in, they're terrorists. And, I think he did the right thing in making sure that this country is safer. They killed one of our own, so I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a split situation, so I don't know, but yeah. It's so funny, like, you love Zemo more so than John. Like, at least Zemo is, like, honest and has that quirk about him, especially, like, with the dance in the last episode, and then him offering Turkish delights to kids and, singing Baba Black Sheep. I just love him. And then, of course, he was just sitting back, hey, this is deja vu. Like, there's this, like, it's kind of a more grounded Civil War, isn't it? Just with, no Spider-Man, no, people that can grow into a size of a tower. Yeah. It's all good. So, I'm sure I'm sure he was getting Civil War flashbacks, like all these people who are supposedly I say supposedly in John's case, but all these people who are on the, good side. And he's just sitting back, just enjoying. So, yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed the flashback as well we got of Io and Bucky when she was when she was saying, of course, the trigger words, of course, that would make him into the Winter Soldier. And Well, first off, I am really liking the development we're getting of not just Io, but I guess the rest of the Dora Milaje. Like, especially when we went back to that flashback, and it was just, I gotta say, it was really, really powerful. Like, I got a bit teary-eyed seeing Bucky just be relieved and, you know, break because of the fact that he is now free from this curse that's been burdening him. It's not something that he wanted, and he wants to improve, and we're seeing that in present day. But just the way that Io is there for him, and you know, was prepared just in case anything happened, and yeah, it was just really powerful, and I think Sebastian did a really good job in terms of showing him breaking down. Like, it was really, it's really good to have a bit of like information about Bucky's time in Wakanda, and how this was a big stepping stone for him, and Io helped him so much. So it was really powerful. It was heartbreaking seeing Bucky remember like the moments of him as the Winter Soldier, but it was also really heartbreaking as well, just seeing him break down. Like, this has been something. This is the biggest relief he could get. This curse has been lifted from him, thanks to Io. So, and Shuri as well. Shuri was, I think, fundamental. I think they said, I think Io said that Shuri helped, or I think it was Bucky, but Shuri was mentioned in terms of helping Bucky get through this. So. Yeah, and like I said, I really liked Sam passive, like being very, very passive when it came to Carly, and you know, feeling there is that feeling of sorrow, and I'm really liking the insight in terms of a world after the snap, like especially with these shows. WandaVision did a very, very good job. Especially with Monica. And this show is doing a really good job, especially with the Flag Smashers, especially with them being kind of in a position of safety and security where they don't have to live in poverty anymore, and giving a further explanation to why they are so determined on bringing the world back to a world where it was the snap. Because they want that equality, they want that feeling of safety, and the fact that everyone's returned and they are pushed back onto the streets and they are trying to make themselves stronger again. So, you know, there is none of that weakness. It's really interesting. So yeah, because, you know, after what Carly did in the last episode, it like. Don't get me wrong, it's still wrong. And even Sam said that to her. But, you know, he's coming at her with a very cautious level, and he does understand where she's coming from. I mean, Sam is going through a financial predicament anyways. And it's just really, you know, interesting to see, you know, the side of Carly, because it's not like she's wanting to do this, like, oh, you know what, terrorism, it's right up my alley. It's not like she's saying that, but rather she is wanting to look after her people, and, you know, you can't blame her, especially with the fact that the blip offered that safety for her. So. And, you know, it's so interesting how Sam was very, very, you know, calm to, calm to Carly, and then Sam just walked in, you know, blaring, "Time's up." So, and you know what? I think with how Sam handled the situation compared to John, as well as, you know, everything else that John's done, this is a very good examination of how Sam, it's a very good example about how Sam is more suited to be Captain America, especially since there was a bit more talk about Sam having the shield. He should have had the shield, and Steve would not approve. This is it, though. Like, there is that quote that Sam is not the perfect soldier, but he's a good man. Whereas you could argue that John is a perfect soldier, but not a good man. And there we go. Because that's not, like, how he's carrying the symbol of Captain America is not a way that Steve would approve of. Whereas what Sam is doing, I mean, Steve chose him for a reason. So, and there is that lesson to take into accountability. He might not be a perfect soldier, but he's a good man. So, but I feel like this is going to be a bit of a topic for debate in the next episode with whether John should keep the shield or not. I just feel like it's going to go into a split decision, especially with how, you know, there are governments who could view the Flag Smashers as terrorists, and, you know, there is that security in mind that they've dealt with someone who could pose a threat to America. As opposed to, you know, there are some people who are thinking, well, this is not what the old Captain America would do, so... Yeah, just one final note. I do love Zemo's thought process as well. Like, some of the quotes he comes out with is just very, very thought-provoking and very interesting. I just love his character so much, and I think they're doing a very good job at fleshing him out further. And, you know, like I said, it is funny how we are trusting him more so than some people, because at least he's clear about his intents and whatnot, and he's not beating around the bush. Like, not as, you know, obvious as, you know, some people out there. But, you know, he just presents this interesting flair, and some of the thoughts that he comes out with is just amazing. So, yeah, especially, you know, if you're talking about, you know, Carly, for example, about how he talked about, you know, that idea to become something more than human. It cannot be, like, it cannot be isolated from supremacy, basically, or supremacist, should I say. Yeah, I really, really liked that discussion. So, yeah, I'm just really loving his characterization so much, whether it's in a funky flair or whether it's something very, very deep and meaningful. It's just really interesting. So, yeah, but that was Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Oh boy, next episode's gonna be very interesting, especially with that ending. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!